Robin Bensley. Welcome to Chow Time. John Wayne is really big in our house. There's nothing like watching True Grit on a rainy Sunday afternoon. Well, Marion Robert Morrison was born in 1907 in Iowa. He died at the age of 72. He was known all over the world, but it was much more than his films that made him such a presence. He represented the American spirit. In fact, a quote from him, "I'm an old-fashioned, honest-to-goodness, flag-waving patriot." And that's who he was. Now, a director named him John Wayne as a stage name, but he was always known as the Duke. And it had nothing to do with royalty. It actually came from the family dog, Duke, who was an Airedale. John Wayne did over 175 films, and he was a legend around the world. Things he was known for was being fiercely loyal to the people that he loved, and he was a black and white guy. He was very practical, and he said things just as he saw them. He had no pretensions like so many Hollywood actors do. So because we're such big fans of his, I thought that I would make a breakfast that he would absolutely love. One thing John Wayne loved was steak. And so I'm going to make steak fries. When you think of steak fries, you think of those big fat French fries. But this is steak fries. So I have about 2/3 of a cup of flour. I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of salt, 2 teaspoons of pepper, and about a 1/2 teaspoon of granulated garlic. This is pretty strong stuff. We'll mix that up. I have about 1/2 inch of vegetable oil heating up. Let's see if it's ready. Yeah, it seems to be sizzling there. This is 2 sirloin strip steaks. I cut them into French fries. So all I'm going to do is coat them in this flour. We're going to fry them in this oil. It's been about 8 minutes. Look at that, they're nice and brown. So what I'm going to do is put them on a paper towel lined sheet to drain them. And I'm just going to keep these warm in a 350-degree oven. I'm going to discard this oil, and we use the same pan for the frittata. John Wayne loved Southwestern food. Anything with tons of cheddar cheese and chili peppers, that was his thing. So I'm going to put together this frittata. I added a little bit of olive oil to the same pan that I cooked the steak in. And I'm going to cook 1 onion and 3 chili peppers that I chopped up. Just want to get those tender. Nice and tender. I'm going to put them right back into that bowl. And then using the same pan, once again, I'm going to throw 3 tablespoons of butter in there. And I have 6 large eggs that I'm going to beat. Pour my eggs in. And I want to let them cook on one side till the bottom gets slightly browned so it's firm. And I kind of play with it a little bit. In fact, you can dig a little hole there so some of the uncooked egg can seep down to the bottom and cook even more. See how it's starting to firm up? A couple minutes more. See how that's brown? Just what we want, with still a little bit of moisture on top. Now I'm going to return these onions and peppers to the pan right on top of those eggs. Just a little bit of salt. A little bit of pepper. Cheddar cheese. I'm going to use a full 2 cups worth of grated cheddar cheese because the Duke was such a cheese fan. I have 2 medium tomatoes that I diced. I'm going to sprinkle those on top for a little color. And this goes under the broiler until the cheese melts. I do believe I have created the perfect John Wayne breakfast because I have this frittata with a ton of cheese and chili peppers. And it's very good. Has just a little bit of a bite. And these steak fries, I'm going to eat it with my fingers. When was the last time you ate steak with your hands? Crunchy on the outside, tender in the middle. These steak fries are fantastic. John Wayne also liked to drink 2 things, tequila and brandy. So I'm putting a splash of brandy in my coffee. Take a little sip of that. And for something sweet, his favorite thing was Tootsie Rolls. So I'm going to finish my breakfast off with a nice chewy Tootsie Roll. Haven't tasted that flavor in a very long time. John, I think you'd like it. And some parting words from the Duke. Life is hard, but it's even harder when you're stupid. And the coolest thing ever, the scenery behind me, right here, is exactly where 2 John Wayne movies were filmed.